Hey, yeah, Hubert? Hey, what's going on, man? Hubert Menace? Oh. I was trying to get that out of Hubert, sorry.
Watching haters wonder why Gambino got the game. Half-time thicky, all she wanna do is
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Speech from the Throne. Took a long time. I don't have a schedule for this stuff. People calling me up on my phone. All the people trying to reach me. Why is Verano ignoring me? I'm mad at myself because I can't get speech out on time. Thought England was going to be the last prime minister we ever could make fun of. We have Perry Christie. He is the funniest prime minister, I dare say, the world. Big bowl of empty promises. Listen, we got so much empty promises, nigga, you could get seconds. In fact, you could tote. Anybody got some foil? How much more years until the election finished up? Too long. It's just too long until the next election. Niggas them about to vote for the DNA. You know days gotta be bad if niggas them about to vote for Brownville. Niggas them so depressed with the PLP, and they know the FNM ain't got none to offer them. I mean, who's gonna vote for that party? I mean, listen, the only person y'all know who I love in the FNM. Loretta, if you was the only person in the FNM, I would vote for you right now as the prime minister. Any nigga who could tell me, say, listen, I went into the bank to help my boy out. You know, I just called the bank and tell him, do your boy Perry Christie a favor. Cool. If Perry Christie was not the prime minister. But for him to come back, this has nothing to do with me being prime minister. Nigga, you was not a regular dude. Prime minister called me right now in the middle of having sex with my girl. You know what I'm gonna do? Leave. Mid-stroke. Call somebody and tell them to stop doing what they doing and fix a problem. More than likely, they gonna do it. Maybe if there's a public service, they ain't going because they don't do nothing. Niggas them at a desk with no computer. What are you doing if you don't have a computer though? Then we ain't even go to bad attitude to public servant. Like, are you approaching my counter and asking me to help you with something? It did say, somebody said next in line. I just come to the counter, man. They do not like to give eye contact if they're behind a counter. How could I help you, sir? I said, well, miss, you wouldn't even look at me. That's how you could help me first. Sir, I ain't got time for this, Go to the third floor. Yeah, she sent me to the third floor on a 2-story building. It's the After Life's tip to help the PLP save their hip right now. First, the niggas ready growing weed in Freeport. Why don't we just legalize weed in Freeport? Easy to get to from all different parts of the world. Smoke their little recreational marijuana. Only thing is, they can't leave the country with it. The U.S. government ain't gonna be mad if we keeping it on the island, right? Don't want Jamaica to do it first, Perry. I mean, truthfully, you do a whole referendum on numbers, still didn't listen to us. Legalize weed in Freeport without asking us any questions. And let's just watch the amount of people who come into the country. Cool, don't teach these niggas to grow tomatoes. Nobody eats tomatoes. These people just go to Wendy's and be like, no tomatoes? Oh, solar power as well. As bad as Perry Christie is, there's still a lot of other stuff going on. Darryl Miller's back on ZNS. I don't know. Why is Darryl back on ZNS? You ever see Darryl Miller in HD, nigga? He was good on the radio. The nigga say he walking all over the nation. I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment. I don't get it. And to all you murderers out there, listen, I don't know if y'all watch Speech or not. Stop killing tourists. Stop killing people on the whole. I don't know if I was on a murder scene. I don't know if the first thing I was gonna do is grab my phone and take a picture of a dead body. Now listen, I know you all want your likes and your reshares on Facebook. But really, nigga? I mean, what if that was your family member? Would you want all of us resharing it all over Facebook? Your family member in a pool of blood or something? It's 2014. See you on the next Speech from the Throne. Keep subscribing. Keep clicking like. And if you like this video, seriously, this is the one thing I gotta say. Share it to your page. And I don't want to stop until Perry Christie or Fred Mitchell or Leslie Miller call me and tell me stop doing it. So you better share it with them too. Hey, Speech from the Throne.
Can't you see the stars in the night sky? I'll bring them down, but only for you. Can't you see you're changing your color? You are magical in every way. Hang the sun up in the corner each day.
As of recent, we've gotten a lot of notes about the comedic quality of Speech from the Throne. And as of such, we want to help folks understand exactly how comedy works. Part of the problem is that sometimes people take jokes too seriously. But you have to identify when a person is saying an hyperbole or stating a fact. For example, Perry Christie is the worst. That is an hyperbole. Can we really prove Perry Christie is the worst? In comparison to... what? I'm sorry about that. That was not an hyperbole. That one was a fact. Perry Christie is the worst. And it's hard to sometimes tell the difference between just a joke, an exaggeration, or when somebody is simply reading the newspaper. Now, a humorous hyperbole would be to say, Perry Christie is the governance what Leslie Miller is the tactful anecdotes about domestic relations, because Perry Christie is the worst. Now, that was an example of two jokes hidden in one sentence. And I realize that sometimes this layering of jokes confuses you sometimes. Do we laugh at Leslie Miller for having the same speechwriter as the guy who wrote the only joke in the 1955 comedy, The Honeymooners? Or do we laugh at the fact that Perry Christie is worse than that? Because Perry Christie is the worst. Many of you may have noticed another comedic device just now. The last joke was an illusion. I referenced something that is a generally known fact and showed you some similarities to a present day situation. Now, many of you may be worried that I may suffer some repercussions for making fun of the worst. I'm sorry, I mean Perry Christie. But in truth, I highly doubt that this is a big deal. I mean, if the referendum and VAT have showed us anything about the Bahamian government, is that they do not listen to Bahamians.